Okay. Hey everybody, what's going on? You guys would probably know what's going on in this video by the name of the title card, but I'm just opening these packs real quick and we're gonna get right into it. But we are gonna be playing with the Lugia deck today. Reversal Energy. Oh, that's a nice skin. Nice. I've tried the Annihilate deck a while back and it's different. Couldn't get much success with it. I always love playing with different decks. I get tired of the same old, same old. Okay, so we're gonna be trying this Lugia deck today. Colorless Lugia is the name of the deck. We're not gonna make any adjustments. This deck was already pre-made by the game. Like when you load in, it gives you a bunch of decks. I think off rip. This is one of the ones you just naturally have. Until you decide to make adjustments to it. So if I make adjustments to this deck, we're gonna play it straight up first. That's what we're gonna do first. Play it straight up. We will make adjustments, but we will make adjustments on like a different. We're gonna recreate the deck and then make the adjustments. But so we're gonna play this straight up. So first and foremost, let's look at all the cards and understand. So I haven't even personally looked at this deck yet. I've seen this deck in action, so I've actually played against this deck, I should say. So I know how it works somewhat. We're gonna look into it together so we can have a good understanding together. Then we're gonna play a match or two with it and see what we can improve on, and then we'll do another sequential video later on that. So Serena here, I believe. So once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. I don't know the grand scheme of that ability. I know it's probably to increase the longevity of Lugia, most likely, but I just don't see how in this context it helps us too much, especially since we're not like poisoning ourselves or anything like that. So I'm curious on that. So I feel like Lugia is still pretty much a one shot against the wrong teams quote. So I'm interested in how that's gonna work. Luminum Lumineo, sorry, is that how you say it? Lumineon, I think, right? I don't know. I've never heard the Pokemon name out loud, so I don't. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. We know what this does. Let's just get our trainer card when we play this card. Interesting enough, you cannot use this card with the basic ball. If you grab this card with the basic ball, his ability won't work. Also, if this is your only card in your hand, your only basic card, which can happen. Yes, pretty bad too, because then you don't get the usability, and when you don't get the usability, it's almost a wasted card. And one issue I'm seeing here is that there's two of these in the deck, so I don't know why there needs to be two, and there's not a single water energy, so you can't even attack. And attacking with this card is kind of important because it gets rid of it, especially if you're not gonna run Penny. So that is interesting. But we're gonna look at some of these energies later. Maybe one of them will help us in some form or fashion. So anyways, um Pumpkaboo, so when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may discard a stay in play. So just another vacuum type card. Really vacuum would be better than this. Because I'll tell you this. Well, we have jet energy. Never mind. We have jet energy. You know what? Like, maybe I should run one jet energy in my decks instead of the switch. Instead of the switch card, that may. I wonder about that, especially to go against these new Snorlax decks that prevent you from retreating. Those type of decks, things like that. Um, so Pumpkaboo does that for us. Nice. And then we have Drapion, this Pokemon attack costs one, like for each of your opponents. Each of your opponents, single strike, rapid strike, and fusion strike in play. So this actually would do some damage to those Mew decks actually. Just Drapion. This attack also does 60 to one of your bench Pokemon, okay. That's interesting. So Drapion 190 for a little bit of change isn't too bad. Um, and this is kind of the one of the motors of the deck. So once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to two special energies and attach them to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So you can do this multiple times, and I think there's four in the deck, and that is the purpose of Lugia's ability, and that is also kind of the purpose of Punkaboo, is to get rid of any Path of Peaks. Which actually, funny enough, we run our own Path of Peaks because really once we're done, we're done. So, but noticing that I do have to be worried of Path of Peak because it will stop Aluminum, and it will also stop Slacking looks like. Oh, actually, it's probably a good thing for Slacking. Interesting. Okay, interesting. It's probably no. Okay, that makes sense. Why I have Path of the Peak now. Probably for Slacking. Um. Okay, so Lugia. Let's look at base Lugia. Let's continue on. Base Lugia, discard one card from your hand if you do draw three cards. Not too bad, especially if you're just turn two. Not a bad play. You may discard a stadium in play. Luca's ability. So his summoning star is what's important here. During your turn, you may put up to two. I guess this is like the normal symbol Pokemon that don't have a rule box from your discard pile onto your bench. So plan is to discard the. I mean, if you get them in your hand, that's cool too. But parts of the deck's ability is to just go ahead and discard them as per Lugia's ability, and from there, and I think this card does that. Yeah, discard up to two cards, then shuffle your deck. So it's just a quick way of, instead of basic balls, you can just discard them, use Lugia's ability, you're good. And then we have, okay, so we see what Slack King does. Slack King is the most powerful hitter here, with special conditions. With how many people run Path of Peaks, this shouldn't be too big of an issue. Um, so 260 it looks like to be our hardest hitting attack, and we have Snorlax here. He does 180. This Pokemon is now asleep during Pokemon checkup. Flip two coins instead of one. If either of them is tails, this Pokemon is still asleep. So you gotta get two heads for Snorlax to wake up, and his ability is prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So, um, like he cannot be. I guess really it looks like he can't be hit with a lot of things like damage counters. His damage counter is in effect. Um, and anything like that. So if it, yeah, all effects of attacks from your opponent. So yeah, he pretty much can't be touched from the bench. Looks like, and then right there is once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may move any amount of energy from your other Pokemon to it. So that's actually interesting. Moves from your bench. So actually, you may move any energy from your. Interesting. This attack does 40 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. 40 times. How can it can what's how much to get 300 here, right? 40 times like 8, right? Mm, yeah, that's 30. That's 300, 320 if we have 8 energy attached. So, looks like this may be our like showstopper when it comes to things like Charizard. It looks like potentially. But let me see. Let me look at this again. So how do we? Okay. And then also we have Collapse Stadium to get rid of maybe some Pokemon like Luminon, or just anybody we're not using, and it's to make them to make sure they're not like an easy KO against certain decks. Doing a boss order, Iona. Why do we only have one Professor Brunette? It seems kind of counterintuitive, but I guess we have plenty of Ultra Balls to kind of help us there too. We can also use this ability to pull out Snorlax and a ring. We can actually use this ability to pull out everyone from our bench, so except the first four Pokemon. So Professor Research has his use here. Just gotta make sure our we're not getting rid of like our Lugia V Star or anything. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm sorry. We can't because the Pokemon they can't be V Pokemon or GX Pokemon or Pokemon or Roblox, so we can't pull out like theoretically we couldn't pull out um or does Serena have? Oh yeah, it does have Roblox. Yeah, so Serena's technically a Roblox Pokemon. Um, so we can pull out Snorlax. I guess that's about it. Snorlax and then our Aerosopples or Arc. How you say it? Arceops. Arceops and then Choice Belt. 2 points active V Pokemon. I'm gonna get some of this energy. As long as this is attached to a Pokemon that provides energy, if this is attached to the Pokemon that is attached to takes 30 less damage from your opponent's V Pokemon. I wonder what V Pokemon is our rival here because all these V stuff. I'm curious to think, or maybe we just don't have a rival and maybe it's just coincidence. Energy. Oh, okay. This is okay. This is for Snorlax. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what is how is Snorlax going to attack? Um, so gift energy and then our double turbo. So okay, okay. It looks okay. I see a lot of issues. Biggest one, no. Do you have no heavy balls here? That's kind of the first thing that sticks out to me. No heavy balls. Secondly, we have no way of getting our energy back after a few go rounds. Let me see. So after like if someone goes down, then we're kind of like dead in the water. Let me just. Sorry, what am I doing? How do you spell? Oh, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Okay. So only basic energy, basic energy. Well, okay, Giovanni, you can put any energy from your hand. Uh, basic energy. Okay, so I don't even know if there's a way to get. Wait, okay, wait, what's okay? Wait, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, it is called special. I thought special energy. So there's no way of retrieving our special energy. That's a big flaw then. Oh, sorry. Let me look at let me feel wait, let me see. We just may not have the cards. Let me see. It looks like there's no way of recovering any from the discard of pal. Interesting. Also, this Temple of Sinnoh is it is a that's also a card or stadium we have to watch out for. So interesting enough, we can't retrieve our energy. So we pretty much have to stick to one attacker. Let me look at this energy again. It's quite a bit. 4 turbos, 4 jet energies. I mean, it's 14. My only issue, right, is if we go for a 1 kill all with Reindeer, we're in bad shape. Cause then we're throwing like 8 energy on him. Okay, let's just see. Let's test it out. Let's see how this goes. All right, so this we spent quite a bit of time looking through that. Just want to get it all together, all in my head. I'm pretty because if I didn't review it first, I would excuse me, I wouldn't know how to navigate. So no heavy ball though, so that's kind of tricky, especially if we need certain Pokemon. So let's see. I think the deck is complex in a sense. Have you guys noticed the new coin flip animation? Oh, is this a go first deck? I think so, cause Lugia you need I think you need time to set up Lugia, so I think this is a turn one deck. Oh, that's right. That's right. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't pay no attention. No, I just wasted that. All right. So there's a Pokemon we was gonna go. We was gonna grab real quick. We was gonna grab that trainer card. I wasn't paying no attention to Spiritomb though. I just remembered though, we cannot. That's the purpose of his ability is because we cannot. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about that. That Spiritomb just saved him, buddy. Saved him big time. So the one good things about decks like this is you're not too worried about like we're not too worried about Sableye, we're not too worried about Greninja. Those Pokemon take quite a bit of time to hit us. And then there is the Path of Peak we were so fearful of. Looks like that was our only play there, so hopefully we get a better hand here. We can't do too much here. So setup was terrible. That spiritism really killed our momentum. We was actually pretty set to go. Minus the spiritism there. So that's unfortunate. Gee, how many jet energy? He's literally used three of them, right? Or am I tripping? Only two? Feels like he's used jet energy every turn. No, yeah, he's used two already and he has one. His third, and yeah, he just used three already. What luck. What luck. So, he shouldn't have another boss order. If so, that is a wasted boss order. And it's fine. If we lose Lugia now, it's not too big of a thing. So, four, how do you get. Yeah, that was my only concern. He was slowly trying to build this up. So, I mean, he can do one. Yeah, I mean. He's got his work cut out for him here. That's what I like about this deck too. Okay. Yeah, we did get our other Lugia. That's good. Yeah, I guess considering we don't really need this other Lugia, we'll go into Professor Research because I don't think we have a way of pulling out our other Pokemon here. So yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to fill up the field because now we can't. Well, hopefully yeah. Hopefully, boss orders us here. That'd be. I wouldn't mind that actually. I wouldn't mind a boss order here. We've already lost a double turbo energy and one of our jet energies. I feel like losing energy here is pretty bad. It's a pretty bad like team deck to go against first, but I mean we gotta learn how to play Giratina decks anyway. If we really want to use this deck, just because it's just the nature of it. And Iona here would be very powerful. So I want to get out real quick. Say if he was smart, I would go ahead and Giratina here and just hope to get boss order. Like how many? He already used one or two. He should have another boss order. So I would go ahead and Giratina here. Then I could always hit the luminescent, Luminia. Oh my god, I don't know. I call her luminescent, but Luminon later. Okay, he just attacks her. Give me hey yeah. I think go ahead. Thank you. Thank you for that one. I can think of. Oh wait, I just realized we felt that we've just. Oh my goodness, we're idiots, bro. Oh, we can't even use his ability yet because of the. Yeah, we are terrible here, and we don't have escape rope. We have nothing of substance here, so. Well, yeah, actually, hold on. Wait, actually, that's GG because he can just hit us with Stars Requiem anytime. So we just leave there to avoid wasting more time. Cause I'm trying to think though. I've never used Guillotine decks, but I think to use Star Requiem, correct me if I'm right or wrong, but if Path of Peaks is up, you cannot use Star Requiem because it's an ability. So I believe yeah. So Path of Peaks really hurts a lot of the team. It hurts Arena. It hurts Lugia. Like I said, I think this deck works either way, first or second. I think it's fine, honestly. This yeah, there definitely needs to be more vacuum. No, yeah, I can. This deck needs a little bit of rework. But let's see if we can actually get the ideal hand here. Hmm. We go for Lugia first here. I think. Yeah, and I just realized you need Lugia's ability to get out the motor of the deck. Arceops. I hope I'm saying that. Arceops. How you say it? So I wish he played that Iona. That would have been great. That would ooh. Roaring Moon is not the deck we would want to run to this early, unfortunately. Okay, that's smart. I was gonna say, is he really gonna leave Swabble in to get an O code next turn? And Stadium. The fact that he can hit us so early is crazy. and he could, oh wow. Oh wow. I don't think we need two Lugias. Is it really worth the? I think we really need to expand our hand right now. Oh, what an idiot! Why would he waste that so early? He could have just did another. Oh, he must don't have another stadium. I'm sorry. He don't. Okay, that's critically good for us because now we can, unless he has boss order somewhere in the back. Um, yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. And let's see. We would do gifts and a in therapeutic. And yeah, we'll leave our jet energy around. What do we do? Give therapeutic, right? And we'll do this V guard one. Oh, I meant to flip that coin real quick just to see what we could get. Okay. Okay. We have some promise here. Unless He must have already had like a boss order ready to go here. But yeah, we're in decent shape here now. One. Oh, he can attack. Wow, that's interesting. Let's do this. Let's try this. I don't know how well this works. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to your active spot, it moves any amount of energy from your other Pokemon to it. Let's see if we can use the jet here. Does the jet energy work the same? No. Can we retreat? No. Great. But what we'll do is this. We're gonna boss order him. Honestly, we could have collapsed Stadium here to get rid of one of our two energy if we had played this even better. But I think I'll just attack here. It's not really anything else for me to do, so. So he has to kind of look up twice here, and I don't think unless he has counter catcher, he's just. I think this is over. And he would have to, yeah, he would need to be able to hit me this turn and boss order me, which actually is doable. If he just has one boss order and one energy, he's actually is possible here. So let's hope he just didn't get lucky enough like that. So there's the energy he needs. Do you have the boss order you need? Oh, and he's also probably finna Greninja us too. So. Okay. Do you have your boss order or counter catcher? Okay, no. All right, good. All right, that's GG then. I believe if this ability works the way I think it is, huh? Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench deck. So I guess when he moves, okay, I guess it doesn't work the same that way. Alright, that's whatever. Good thing we still got our boss order though, so it's fine. Wait, no! I just realized that's not a one shot. Why did we do that? Wait, what is? Why does that not do 220? Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't. I thought this would have done 220. Why? How did he survive that? I don't know. How he survived that? I don't know. That did not play out the way I thought it would. We may have lost because of that. Actually, yeah, I think we did. Why did then Oko him? I moved so quickly. I didn't even realize it. Yeah. So we lost. The deck actually had it actually had did well there. It actually had did well. Wow, that's so he made the right move with that, and we should have played probably Collapse Stadium way earlier. Move Serena. I didn't realize that we had to. Okay, learning curve, because we should have been able to win. Like, wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. I didn't even realize that. We jump straight into a third one. Okay, big mistake there. We lost, and this is why I'll remember. I'll remember a lot of times thinking back on when I first started using that Garchomp deck. And if you don't know, the Garchomp deck is I posted like two videos recently. The first time I started using that deck, I had no clue of a lot of things or a lot how to proceed and how to counter things. So I learned on the way, and I still have no clue on how a lot of these Pokemon work apparently. So that's also another thing. Funny enough, man. So we're gonna flip this coin, and we hope that we get tails, so we can go ahead and set up Lugia. I think getting Lugia set up early is like really key. Tails, 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 tails. Great. Didn't want to see that. So we also learned two things. We learned that jet energy doesn't work when you so from your hand to you on your bin. So I gotta start reading the fine print on a lot of these things because it's all there. I just a lot of times don't read it. But from your hand, we gotta get the jet energy. That was my mistake earlier. So we have to yeah. So but the funny thing is we don't have a switch card. So this deck kind of hurts us because of that too. So it's a lot of cons here. And I really hate seeing Professor research a lot of times. Okay, lucky for us, we can pretty much hit him pretty hard here, actually. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we can already do 120. And then we just Professor researcher. Still no Okay, there's our I did not see Lugia earlier. Alright, there's our Lugia. And I guess we can go ahead and throw Snorlax down, and then we'll also play Path of Peak here. When it's time to get rid of Path of Peak, we can easily with our Collapse Stadium. Okay, there's Snorlax. Good to see. Okay, he did the labor for us. What he can do here is use Palkia. He can use Palkia to get an attack off. I don't know if it'll be enough though. Lugia, I really hate cards like this, like Lugia that doesn't always do the amount of damage. And can someone in the comments explain to me why there's times you cannot always do the maximum damage? Where is that in the card print? I just don't. Is that a V thing? A V Pokemon thing? Oh man, this guy is not the brightest, is he? Let's do Collapse Stadium real quick and see what he gets rid of. Snorlax can hit pretty hard here. Let me go ahead and set up Snorlax actually for next turn. I think we can get an attack off next turn with Snorlax. Or really, we should have been focused on Lugia. I just don't know if Lugia's gonna actually hit for 220 like he needs to. We could also try to go with Slack King here. Actually, that's who we should have been planning to hit with next turn is Slack King. Yeah, I don't know. Why did I think that setting up I guess we have to kind of set up Snorlax here. We could have still. I didn't know we was gonna draw energy, but we still could have technically gotten an attack off with And I've learned that once you pick one Pokemon, both your energies have to go to them. So, which is why we could have gotten an attack off with Slack King last turn. Yeah, we kind of wasted two of our double turbos though, which sucks. But hopefully, did he use a? No, he hasn't. So he can still boss order us here in theory. If he's really smart, he would take out his this Arcelops, Archie, Ar Archeolop, I got forgot to pronounce that. Archeops. Yeah, go ahead and use some of those energies. He needs the fact that he needs two to take out. He needs. Well, he has enough to take out Snorlax right now. I would have waited actually. I just wanted to take out Snorlax first. 'The question here is, do we want to? How do we want to attack? Oh, and he can get a boss order out at any time he wants. So 30 more damage to V. Okay. Can we make that play though? Okay, I gotta be conservative with my hand here. It says if you have exactly two, four, or six prize cards remaining, two, four, or six prize cards. Hold on, let's see. Oh, okay. We need to pull out Path of Peaks, and we did not do that. So yeah, I think we just lose here. Uh, yeah. Well, I mean, we at least could have gotten an attack off earlier, but we could manage to. We could have gotten an attack off. We two, four, six prize cards. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was a hand thing. I said, "Oh, that's easy to adjust." I thought two, four, or six cards in your hand. Two, four, or six prize cards is insane. So he can only attack when you have one prize card, three, five, and unless Path of Peak is out, then we could have gotten an attack off. But unfortunately, we didn't have Path of Peak. We actually had all. We had all the right ingredients. We just need that Path of Peak, and we don't pretty much won there. But Anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. I really wasn't expecting to win these. Because one, it is those are our first three games with the deck. So we learned we could have won one out of the three games if we had known about that. And I'm gonna look into why certain Pokemon don't always hit for the full damage. I don't understand that principle because a lot of times it's not weakness. There wasn't weak like I understand resistance, but there wasn't resistance there, so it hits for way less, and I just don't know why. I'm gonna look into that. I could be, if anyone that's a pro player is like probably calling me a novice right now, and probably screamed at me when I made that play. But there is apparently so still a lot to learn. There's a learning curve. Also, the deck itself needs a little bit of I think modifying. Like Serena seemed useless. I probably play like 10 games before I like make any changes yet. But one, Serena seemed useless at times. Um, there's no way to switch out cards. I know we have four jet energies, and that's pretty much as good as you're gonna get. Um, we haven't really had time to use Punkaboo, and also we're gonna need a heavy ball to pull out some of our cards like Slacking or something like that. So, but Slacking may just come out entirely himself. But he does seem to be somewhat reliable, but the stars seem to have to line up too much with him. So that's my only concern with him. Is we could have took out that Palkia, had everything lined up perfectly, and I should have went ahead and used the ability before I did Professor research there. So that was another mistake on my part. I should have went ahead and used, but on that final turn before I conceded, I should have went ahead and gave Slacking all the energy he needed. Then I should have retreated. Then I should have Professor research and hoped that that disruption would have gave me the other path of peak I needed. Also, that other path of peak could have been in the reward prize pool, so I don't even know about that either. So that's also another thing about the heavy ball is it sometimes can give you some insight if there is no Pokemon. It can give you insight to what's in that prize pool. So yeah, and yeah, I think that's it, guys. I gotta just try to dig. Drapion, I just really didn't see like I said against the Mew decks. I see him like he looks very valuable. He can probably attack like just he can probably just do 190 on his own going against like a Mew deck. I think essentially so that's the like he has some value. I just gotta see it first. So I'll probably play like 7 more games. Maybe they may be recorded, maybe not. I'm not sure. But either way, I wasn't expecting to win any of those. I just first time using the deck. I have learned a lot from that though. And yeah, a lot of times it did seem like we just could never have a good hand. But oh, and I just realized this too. If we can sacrifice one Lugia. I just realized we run this deck runs 4 Lugias, which actually I would. That's another thing I would probably take out the extra Lugia. I probably wouldn't even run 3 of the V-Star ones because you really need Lugia at one time, and that's for his ability. And after that, Lugia is kind of it's kind of just there. So, but anyways, hope you guys did enjoy, man. Real diversity. We are out. Peace.